All right, guys, welcome back. Lighting's not the best. I apologize. I'm gonna take a stab at a bit of a knife restoration today. I've never restored a knife before, and this one, to be honest with you, is really not that far gone. My buddy asked me if I could take a stab at it. Take a stab because it's a knife. It's not funny. Anyway, I don't know much about the knife. The sheath it appears to be real leather. The knife itself is made in Pakistan, and you can barely bear it. It says stainless Pakistan. I know nothing else about it. It's a pretty crude knife. See, a little wonky. I don't know if that's intentional to, I don't know. It's a double blade, so it's actually kind of like a dagger or a dirk. It's got some, what looks like it used to be pitting, or it rusted really bad and it had been removed. Because it's relatively smooth, I don't feel any pitting, but sorry. The handguard is relatively loose. The brass it needs a polish really bad. The blade itself, the tip is slightly, a little bit wonky, and it's like butter knife sharp. So, I like playing with knives, so we're going to take a stab at this, so don't go anywhere. Okay, so I only know one way to tighten a pommel that doesn't screw on, and that's to tap kind of everything back into place. And I want to make sure it's kind of lined up as best I can. I really hope I don't break this knife, because like I said, it's a buddy of mine. I think it was his grandfather's, but we'll see what happens here. Make sure that pommel's straight. Knife's moving a bit. I also don't want to put too much torque on this because the blade does have a bit of a wiggle in it, and I don't want to snap it. It almost feels like it made it more loose. Well, shit. Strike one. That's not doing shit. I don't know how to fix this. Maybe some more beef. Negative. How do we make that tighter? I wonder. Let's learn this up. All right, well, wish me luck on this one. Nothing. What's happening? What do I do here? How do I fix that? I don't even know what to do, and that just kind of sucks because this was supposed to be kind of a package deal. This doesn't move. Oh God. What do we do here? Ay, damn it. Damn. Okay. I think I might have an idea here. Because this piece will not tighten down enough to push the wood down. Poked a hole in that bad boy. It's not a lot, but it might be enough. To make that happen. Wish I had some rubber. Make sure we're lined up before we torque on this, because it's not gonna. I know what I'm thinking. I just can't tell you guys what I'm thinking, and I apologize. Hang tight. Ow. Yep. Boy, I'm just failing all over the place on this one. Oh, you fuck. Okay, so what I did is I put a piece leather spacer in between the pommel and the wood, and I just kept torquing that down until this tightened. I have zero confidence that that's going to stay, but it did the job for now. So I'm going to undo this because I'm kind of worried to see now. Ooh, yeah. It's probably going to have made it worse now that I think about it, because when it loosens up again, now there's going to be a much larger gap. But and that bad boy is on there. So I'll be back. As soon as I took that off, she popped loose. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to fix that because I'm not gonna put any more torque on that blade. That was a lot. So let's get to the brass. Let's get to the brass. So I don't have any metal polish or brasso or whatever that stuff is. So I've got this diamond paste that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to kind of massage in with a bandana. If that doesn't work, I know toothpaste works relatively well, so we'll do that. But I have a feeling this diamond paste is actually for a strop. But I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work on this. We'll see. It's definitely shinier. I don't know if that did shit at all. Toothpaste it is. We'll see if you can get a little before and after. That's the before. And that's the after. So, okay, steel wool. Got it. Got it. That side's still unfinished. So I got the polishing of this brass down pretty good. Trial and error. I should have done some research before I did any of this. I think I'm just gonna leave the top portion. It's such a small area that you know, it's really hard to get to, and that's gonna take me a lot longer than I'm willing to put into this project. All right, so I'm hitting the blade now, and I can tell that those pits, it's just kind of part of the knife right now, and I think doing too much to that is going to kind of ruin the story of the knife, whatever that story is. So I want to try one thing with some fine grit sandpaper. Do I? I am. I'm going to try something with some fine grit sandpaper and see if I can get those pits out. If I can't get, if I notice that I can't get them all out, I'm just going to kind of pump the brakes on it. But let's give that a try. Super Viking. It's a lot of filming, sorry. All right, cool. Well, again, you're not gonna be able to see that, but I think we got that pretty well, and as much as we were going to, even on the Ricasso. Looks pretty good. I could grind that tip down a little bit, but I don't really want to do that. I mean, I don't imagine he's gonna use this knife. It's just, you know, he just wanted it restored a little bit. But sure got shiny. And while I was doing the Ricasso, like this, and it ended up getting the top of the guard anyway. So that's cool. I think we're gonna sharpen this up and probably call it good. Excuse me. God, this thing it's almost convex, as you can even see. There's no micro bevel on it anywhere. Let's get this bad boy sharp. I have zero luck whatsoever with sharpening stones, so I generally use the Spyderco Sharp Maker. Put a back bevel on it right now to knock down the shoulders a little bit. I have coarse stones, and we'll see if I need them. I hope I don't, because that really does chew through a lot of metal, and the little I can use those as possible, the better. I think they're like 25 bucks per stone, and they don't sell them as a set. not bad, but definitely needs some work. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get the coarse stones, and because what I think I'm running into, right, with a, you know, you have your V grind, and then you have, so you got your V grind, and then you got more of like a convex grind, like an axe. And I think what I might be running into is, as I'm dragging, I'm running the stone into the shoulder, you know, slowly getting back to there. But you know, these are, I think these are medium rods. So we're gonna take a break for a minute, and I'm gonna go get the coarse stones. All right, I really don't like to use these. I bought them for a blade that had some pretty bad chips in it, and thought, you know, I'd give that a whirl with these, but these are brutal. You're gonna hear the difference here. Oh. Well, my suspicions, I believe, were correct, and it's shouldering out because now this bevel is coming way higher on the knife on one side. So I'm going to do that about 20 more times, and hopefully that's all it takes. Flip her over and do it again. All right, guys, so unfortunately, I'm certainly not going to call this a fail. The knife is far better now than when my buddy gave it to me. And I just don't think the camera's going to cover the good things that did happen to it. I put a sheen on the leather, and yeah, my light's bad, and I'm not a videographer. I did put a sheen on the leather, and it actually really ended up, I mean, it looks good. As far as the blade goes, the brass is polished. The blade has a decent polish to it. I was able to get a razor sharp edge on it. That works just fine. The only thing I really didn't do that I wanted to do was tighten this this guard, and I might, I'm not. He lives a little bit away from me, so it's not like he's getting this knife back tomorrow. So I might do a little bit of research. I might put a spacer in here between the pommel and the wood, so that when I tighten it down, it really pushes that wood. But I'm happy with it. I think he's going to be happy with it. Look at that brass, though. The brass is good, and the blade is nice and sharp. So it is certainly better than when I got it. So I appreciate you guys. I don't know how much of what I see you're going to be able to see just because of the camera. I'll figure that out when I edit tonight. But it was fun. It was a fun little project to do. That's really it. I really appreciate it, guys. I hope you guys are, if you watch us on YouTube, I hope you guys are on Instagram and vice versa. We do far more on Instagram than we do on YouTube. But I'm enjoying getting back into this. It's really, I've said it, in another video, probably the other video, new video. These are giving me excuses to get out and do stuff. So I'm happy, and I'm glad for the few of you that are coming along for the ride. So anyways, Matt, Blue Tail Survival, thank you.